Questions?
No.
Fair wait for questions. We're looking forward to tomorrow night. It's an opportunity to play against another opponent. We've had a close scrimmage. We've had another inter-squad scrimmage against our men's practice squad. So this will be our third opponent. Finally get to put on uniforms and play under the big lights. It's a team that, similar to us, where lost a lot of seniors and will be young as well, but they are a team that averaged 78 points last year, made more free throws than what we did, and you know that's a huge statistic for me, and we want to make more than the other team attempts, and they shot more than we did, and it's a team that's going to come in here, play us potentially two different styles. They could press us the whole game and fall back into zone, or they could play man-to-man the whole time, and therefore our prep this week has been difficult because we've had to play against two completely different styles and ask our men's practice squad to prep us for both ways, but we've got to be ready, and tomorrow will be a test for us, and hopefully we are.
What are you hoping to see from your squad tomorrow?
I'm hoping to see us play hard. I'm hoping to see us execute. I'm hoping to see us come together even more as a team. I feel like this team is building its own identity and is pretty far along in creating that identity because of where their team chemistry stands right now. But being able to play hard and execute, we've been unable to do that on a consistent basis our two previous outings in our scrimmages.
Do you have a sense of who you're going to start tomorrow?
Believe it or not, a lot's going to come down to practice today.
So the answer is no.
Hey, of course, everyone has an idea. I mean, if you don't have an idea at this time of year, then you're not doing your job. But yeah, I've got an idea, but I need to figure out who's going to compete today.
Talk about the youth on the team, Coach. You're surrounded by it, of course, just the two seniors. For the last month, how do they look? Have they surprised you, disappointed you?
Well, the last month I've figured something out, as I've been saying the whole time, but it's even become more clear. The older I get, the younger they get. And youth is going to be, I can use that word in every press conference. I can use it as a positive, I can use it as a negative, and I'm determined to use it as a positive. Our youth has to become a strength of ours for us to be successful, and that's something that, hopefully that mantra won't change for us. But they've got to learn to compete and play hard at both ends of the floor, and I have no doubt that this team will grow really far from point A to point B because of our youth, but the faster that growth occurs, the more successful I think we'll be sooner. If that growth comes later on, it will be a longer season than I anticipate.
I asked you a couple of weeks about Sarah Bayer and how she's been. Just over the last couple of weeks, what have you seen out of her and kind of your expectations for her?
She's playing hard. We have, in that post position, we probably have the least amount of returning experience with veterans, and everyone has had an opportunity to get time against our men's practice squad and going against each other as well. I will say the learning curve for all four freshmen is very steep. I mean, we have probably 40 to 50 plays in already, and they need to be able to, a couple of them need to be able to run plays at multiple positions, either 4 or the 5, 2 or the 3. I've got one freshman who's playing the 2 and the 1, and their learning curve is pretty steep right now. And the more experience those 4 get, the better they will become. We've tried putting them together as a unit. We've tried separating them and putting some with old ones as well as young ones, but the biggest difference for freshmen, as I always say, it's the speed of the game, the strength of the game, and just the knowledge. I mean, basketball IQ will come in learning our system at both ends of the floor. So all 4 of those will need to continue to improve in those areas, and I believe they will.
About the role of Jasmine and Deb. I mean, obviously, a small leadership group like
I hope so, and I believe so. Those two, I've known the longest on anybody on the team. I've helped to recruit them since they were juniors out of high school. They've gone through a coaching change. They've stayed here. I've stayed here. The three of us get along really well on the court, off the court. They have helped me become a better coach, and I believe I've helped them become better players. But their work ethic during the summer, during the season so far, has been exactly what I expected. And I appreciate their effort, and they have worked hard, and I hope they have great seasons and have starting with tomorrow night. But those two will need to be big contributors for us at both ends of the floor. Both of them are shooting the ball extremely well right now for us, and we've got to make sure to get them a lot of touches early on.
Any other questions? Okay,